So in this guide, we're going to drill into the form designer and how that works. You can see here we're already on the vacation requests tab, right? For example, I can drill in and look at my vacation request and so on. And when I'm looking at a specific item, this is the form that I see. Because I'm an administrator, under Edit tab, I have a lot of options to configure this particular form. You can have multiple different forms under one particular business object. So for example, if I wanted to create a new form here for, let's say, the approval step, I just do that, and then I'm automatically taken to the form in a customized mode, and I'm able to add some groups and so on. Now, there's many ways to customize a form. If I go up here under settings, right, I can manage applications. I can literally drill in to the particular vacation request, and I can go down and then I can customize the form. Or the easiest way is just under Edit tab when I'm on that particular form, and then drill into the form and then customize. By default, when you make a new object, Flex adds fields like status, last modified by, archived, and so on. These fields are mostly used for tracking. So if you don't want them, you can literally just drag them off your form into available items. Putting fields into available items means they're not gone, they're still available, they just don't display to the user on that particular form. Now, because we're making a vacation request, we're going to go up here and we're going to drill in and use some of these toolbox items. So for example, we want a date time, right, for the start date. Okay, now you can see here the label is really what's interesting. That's what the user is going to see. Okay, so I have the date and time, and then I also want a number field. And for the number field, I'm going to pick number of days. Right, so now I have my form, I've got my start date and my number of days. Now my start date field here, I want that to be a required field, and then number of days is also going to be required. Great. So now if I finish customizing, then I can see my new form. Now already you can see that number of days is a required field, right? I have to type numbers in there, so if I type like letters, for example, then it won't accept that. I have to put in numbers. So let's say the name is time off needed, and then for a particular start date, click here, and there we go. Now for workflow, I might want to, for example, add a button so that this form can be submitted. So I drag on a button and say the label is submit request. Okay, I save my changes. Now down here I can choose the process that I want to run. So I'm going to automatically create a new process. Go back up, click save. Okay, so finish customizing, and now type in my values, choose number of days, and you can see as well as save and cancel, I also have a button that says submit request. That button doesn't do anything yet, of course, because we haven't bound it to a process, but obviously we'll cover that in a later guide.